You might be surprised to find out that some of the most vicious animals on the planet come in small packages. That's not to say that large animals don't have a say in this, but when a snail is one of the most vicious animals on the planet, everyone wants to know why. If you're curious, you need to keep watching as we count down 15 most vicious and hostile animals in the world.
They must pull her out, or she will kill the pups.
Number 15. Assassin Bug. You may have been fascinated about assassin bugs and wonder if they bite. After all, their moniker is intriguing. To put it plainly, yes. Some bite to eat, while others bite to defend themselves when provoked. You don't want to be bitten by an assassin bug in any situation. To know this, all you must do is understand that its name is self-explanatory. These bugs are not only transmitters of the Chagas illness, but also killers and deceivers. Assassin bugs have been spotted imitating the sound of rustling leaves and posing as prey in a spider's web, among other things. These bugs transform into little vampires when they see a target. They infect their prey with the paralyzing venom, and then drain its blood and other vital fluids. Keep an eye out for the assassin bug, but stay as far away from it as possible. Number 14. Saltwater crocodile. Alligators are frightening, but they're nothing compared to their dreadful cousins, the fearsome crocodiles, which are more irritable, quickly agitated, and violent towards everything that crosses their path. They're also far larger and more powerful than their cousins. The largest and most dangerous species on the planet is the saltwater crocodile, which may be found throughout the Indo-Pacific area, from parts of India and Vietnam to northern Australia. These vicious predators can reach a length of 23 feet and a weight of over 2,000 pounds, and they are known to kill hundreds of people each year. In fact, the crocodile population as a whole is responsible for more human deaths each year than sharks. Of course, they're less elusive than sharks, and it's far easier to spot a crocodile than a shark if you're hunting for one. Many individuals are not qualified to undertake deep diving excursions, but crocodiles can be found in more accessible regions, and many people are careless, not thinking about safety until it is too late. When you're in crocodile territory, you don't mess around with safety. Saltwater crocodiles are particularly dangerous since they can swim well in both salt and fresh water. And yes, the name is misleading. They can attack swiftly with a bite pressure of 3,700 pounds per square inch, comparable to that of a Tyrannosaurus rex. If it isn't enough to worry you, consider the following. A well-done steak is chomped at roughly 200 pounds per square inch of pressure, which is only 5% of the strength of a salty's jaw. As a result, if a saltwater crocodile grabs you with his jaws, you'll resemble the mincemeat you buy at the grocery store to make your bologna sauce. Number 13. Tiger snake. In the film Scarface, Tony Montana calls Elvira Little Tiger, which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. The tiger snake is our next creepy crawler, and this snake is no cream puff. Should you ever meet one, it's the kind of snake you want to flee from as quickly as possible. You don't have to worry about the tiger snake if you don't reside in Australia, the land of most venomous snakes. Yellow, orange, olive, and black are just a few of the colors this serpent can be seen in. Tiger snakes prefer to be near water, thus they can be found in swamps and wetlands. These snakes are self-sufficient and only associate with other snakes when it's time for a brief booty call. Because they dislike the cold, they will only venture out looking for food during the day and on warmer nights. They like to slide beneath large boulders or inside trees when it's cooler outside. Because they can stay underwater for up to 9 minutes, they prefer to hunt in the water. They like to be on the ground. However, they can be seen sometimes spotted dangling from trees or lurking from the underground. This tiger snake is extremely venomous, and its venom is also dangerous to humans. Number 12. Hyena. Hyenas should be respected rather than desired. They like to hunt down their prey rather than scavenge. They have huge brains and one of the most complex social structures of any carnivore, as well as being extremely intelligent. People mistakenly believe that hyenas are scavengers who steal most of their food from more upright species like lions and even delve through graves looking for human remains. But this is simply not true. Scientists have discovered that lions scavenged hyena kills more often than the other way around in the 1970s. In Africa, no population does not hunt for at least half of its food. The scavenger reputation may hold true for striped and brown hyenas, who both consume a lot more carrion, but it's difficult to apply to an animal that can take down an adult wildebeest 4 times its size. Spotted hyenas have significantly larger brains than the other two species, even after accounting for their significantly larger skulls. This makes sense because spotted hyenas are often found in huge fluid groups. The smallest spotted hyena clans are comparable to a huge lion pride, wild dog pack, or wolf pack in size. These, on the other hand, will completely coalesce into large aggregations. Each hyena uses noises, smells, and visual cues to recognize others in their group. Consider the task of keeping track of 130 different hyenas, which is how many members a hyena clan can have. Hyenas have powerful bites, and when they work together, they can be more vicious than a lion pride or a pack of wild dogs. Number 11. Golden Poison Frog. Poison dart refers to a wide, diversified array of brilliantly colored frogs found primarily in northern South America, of which only a few species are particularly harmful to humans. The most lethal is the golden poison dart frog, which lives in a restricted region of rainforest along Colombia's Pacific coast and grows to be about the size of a paperclip. So it's not a particularly large frog, but sometimes little packages have crippling tool sets. Its venom, batrachotoxin, is so strong that one frog contains enough to kill 10 adult men, and just 2 micrograms are enough to kill a single person. But what makes the amphibian particularly lethal is that its poisonous glands are placed beneath the skin, making even a light contact dangerous. You don't want to kiss this frog if you ever meet him face to face to see whether he'll turn into a prince, because the only prince you will meet is the Prince of Darkness. Number 10. Wolf. The wolf compensates for its lack of size, strength, and weapons by cooperation and intellect. Wolves, for example, are smaller and weaker than mountain lions, yet they work together to hunt down animals that might otherwise avoid them. Individual wolves have been known to overcome massive prey species, but their advantage derives from their ability to operate together as a group. In our thumbnail, this wolf almost looks like a werewolf. I'm kidding, but check out these teeth. And I feel sorry for this dog, because its final days are counted. Wolves put their prey to the test, using visual cues, hearing, and smell to find any weakness or vulnerability. Wolves are endurance or coursing predators, as opposed to ambush predators, who pounce on their prey with a sudden, intense burst of energy. They chase their prey for longer distances, sometimes even a few kilometers. On the hunts, wolves work together, with different individuals performing certain tasks during the hunts, which are primarily determined by age, gender, and social standing. When wolves in a pack are hunting, they display their best teamwork. Before moving, a wolf pack may track an elk, caribou, or other large prey herd for days. They're already hunting, assessing the herd, and seeking for signs of fertility during this period. And it's only the beginning. Weather and topography can tip the balance in favor of predator or prey. Thus, wolves must evaluate a variety of additional elements that will influence the hunts. Ungulates, for example, thrive in wide open plains, and when fully grown and muscular, may outrun even the fastest wolf. Crusty snow or ice, on the other hand, benefits wolves, whose big round paws have developed to act as snowshoes and transport them effortlessly across the surface. As every experienced wolf knows, hoofed animals can break through the crust and become buried in deep snow. Number 9. Stonefish. The stonefish, a close relative of scorpionfish, is the world's most venomous fish. The stonefish may inject venom that can kill an adult in less than an hour. Stonefish are masters of camouflage, blending in so with their surroundings that prey, predators, and even human scuba divers have difficulty spotting them. They almost always sit still on the sea floor in their preferred environment of coral and stony reefs, and their colors often match the substrate flawlessly. Some stonefish have even been seen with algae growing on their bodies. While this camouflage protects them from predators, it is mostly used to help stonefish ambush their prey. They eat other reef fish and some bottom-dwelling crustaceans, but they don't go out of their way to kill them. Instead, they sit and wait for dinner to be delivered. Stonefish strike when their potential meal is less than a body length away after waiting for hours. Their muscular jaws and enormous mouths generate so much pressure that they may effortlessly suck down and devour unwary prey in a flash. Number 8. Cassowary. Cassowaries are the only members of the Cassowaриdae family, which is part of the Cassoariformes order, which includes the emu. An area spanning portions of Australia and New Guinea, 3 species, each with many races, live. The cassowary has been known to kill humans with cutting attacks from its feet, which have a long dagger-like nail on the innermost of its 3 toes. The bird has been seen running at speeds of up to 31 kilometers per hour down small paths in the jungle. Cassowaries are curious, and they attack humans on occasion, but attacks on humans are uncommon. Those attacks that do happen almost always involve people being asked for food. Cassowaries are naturally afraid of humans, but if provoked, they can cause significant, even deadly injuries to both dogs and humans. The cassowary has been dubbed the world's most dangerous bird on numerous occasions. Number 7. Giant centipede. Centipedes are fast, can scale glass, and squeeze through incredibly small gaps. They're tough to find or forget once they've escaped. Fever, disorientation, heart problems, breathing difficulty, and even death have been reported because of bites from giant centipedes. While working in Brazil, a man was bitten by what seemed to be a giant centipede. They kept him in the hospital for over a week, and he was in bad shape for most of that time. Individual allergies and sensitivities can make medicinal treatment more difficult. Centipede venom is unknown, so only responsible, experienced adults should treat them. Centipedes produce chemical irritants and bite with venom-injecting fangs when they are attacked. Maxillipeds or forciples are another name for the teeth, which are modified appendages. Enemies are distracted from the head by sharply pointing back legs, which can inflict wounds of their own. If you ask me, that's an excellent protection system. Number 6. Tsetse fly. The tsetse fly, a microscopic speck of an insect that may grow up to 0.7 inches in length, or approximately the same size as a housefly, is often found in sub-Saharan African countries, particularly those in the continent's center, such as Sudan, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and Angola. While the flies themselves are vicious, blood-sucking bugs that normally feed during the peak warm hours, their true terror is the protozoan parasites they carry, known as trypanosomes. African sleeping sickness is caused by tiny organisms that cause neurological symptoms, such as behavioral abnormalities and impaired coordination, as well as sleep cycle disruptions that give the disorder its name. It can lead to death if left untreated. While there are no vaccines or treatments available to prevent illness, precautions include wearing neutral-colored clothing to avoid attracting tsetse, avoiding bushes during the day, and wearing permethrin-treated gear in more remote places. Number 5. Cone snail. The cone snail is a 6-inch water creature found on Indo-Pacific reefs. They have brown and white shells and eat fish, believe it or not. So how does a little snail manage to bring a fish to its knees? As a result of the answer, your water adventures will be limited to the bathtub from now on. They're venomous, and not just a little, but a great deal. They are the most toxic of approximately 500 snail species, and they are responsible for multiple human deaths. They administer their poison, which includes paralysis, with a dreadful harpoon-like tooth. There's no cure for it, therefore the only option is to keep the victim alive until the toxin wears off. But it's not all doom and gloom. The venom of a cone snail has the potential to be used in pain-relieving medications, according to studies. It has been shown to be 10 times more potent than morphine. It's only a matter of figuring out how to avoid anyone in the process. As you can see, you never know how powerful or harmful anything can be, no matter how small it is. Stay away from it if it appears strange and you've never seen it before. Number 4. Deathstalker scorpion. The name of the Deathstalker scorpion, which sounds like something out of a horror movie, is enough to make anyone afraid, especially if they like pleasant and cuddly pets. This terrifying arachnid from the desert is neither of those things. With its robust exoskeleton and menacing pincers, not to mention a lightning-fast stinger prepared to deliver a dose of lethal venom, the Deathstalker scorpion is the stuff of nightmares for many people. With good cause, the species is regarded as one of the most dangerous scorpions on the globe. The Deathstalker scorpion's poison is one of the most potent of all scorpion venoms. Despite the fact that its sting is incredibly severe, it is rarely lethal to a healthy adult. Number 3. Bullet ant. Bullet ants, despite being non-aggressive, will sting if provoked. When one ant stings, chemicals are released that cause other ants in the area to sting again. According to the Schmidt Pain Index, the bullet ant has the most excruciating sting of any insect. The pain is described as blinding, electric, and like being shot with a rifle. The stings of 2 other insects, the tarantula hawk and the warrior wasp, are similar to those of the bullet ants. The pain from a tarantula hawk bite lasts less than 5 minutes, but a warrior wasp sting might last up to 2 hours. Bullet ant stings cause waves of pain that last anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. Ponerotoxin is the main toxin found in bullet ant venom. Ponerotoxin is a tiny neurotoxic peptide that blocks synaptic transmission in the central nervous system by inactivating voltage-gated sodium ion channels in skeletal muscle. The venom causes temporary paralysis and uncontrollable shaking, in addition to intense agony. Nausea, vomiting, fever, and heart arrhythmia are some of the other symptoms. Allergies to the venom are uncommon. Humans are not killed by the venom, but it paralyzes or kills other insects. Number 2. Lion. The lion is a huge muscular cat with short legs and a long body. The size and look of males and females differ significantly. The male's most distinguishing feature is his mane, which differs between individuals and communities. It can be completely absent, fringed around the face, or full and shaggy, covering the back of the head, neck, and shoulders, and going across the throat and chest to join a fringe along the body. The mane and the fringe of the certain lions are extremely dark, practically black, giving the animal a magnificent aspect. Males with manes appear larger, which can be used to intimidate rivals or impress potential mates. A fully grown adult reaches around 3.5 feet tall at the shoulder and weighs 370 to 500 pounds. Lions eat a wide range of animals, from mice and baboons to Cape buffalo and hippos, although they prefer to hunt medium to large-sized hoofed animals like wildebeest, zebras, and antelopes. Geographically, as well as between nearby prides, prey choices differ. Elephants and giraffes have been known to be taken by lions, but only when they are young or unwell. They devour any flesh they can get their hands on, including carrion and nuke kills scavenged from hyenas, cheetahs, and wild dogs. Lionesses who live in open savannas conduct most of the hunting, while males often eat from the females' kills. Male lions, on the other hand, are skilled hunters and often hunt into the same locations. In scrub or woodland habitat, pride males spend less time with the ladies and hunt most of their own food. Male nomads must always be self-sufficient in terms of food. No one likes to tangle with a lion because it is a fearless animal. Number 1. Honeybees. A honeybee's stinger can be used to sting a person or a predator. For a small percentage of those allergic to the venom, honeybee stings are severe and even life-threatening. Honeybees sting to defend themselves or their hive. The stinger is barbed and located near the abdomen's bottom. The stinger, like the venom sac that creates the venom, is linked to the bee's digestive tract. The venom sac and other elements of the honeybee's body are ripped out and left behind when it stings, killing the bee. Even though the bee dies, its sting has a rapid effect, and if the stinger is not removed soon, the symptoms will worsen as the venom sac continues to pump venom into the wound. Because the stinger is barbed, it frequently becomes lodged in the tissue of the animal. When a honeybee stings, it emits an alarm pheromone that alerts the colony's other workers. As a result, more bees are drawn to the location to protect the colony. This is a true meaning of being a kamikaze. Most of the animals are terrifying, even though we are familiar with some of them. The one that gets to me the most is the cone snail. Which one is it for you? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of the 15 most vicious and hostile animals in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.